Hi, I'm Jerome Phillips. I'm a mogul, a guy that started from the bottom and built his way to the top with a beautiful soulmate who is my wife named Jasmine. We had a beautiful fairy tale life, the kind of life that people dream of and the kind of relationship that people dream of. I'm here because of some misunderstandings and a bunch of lies to make it look like I would do something like this. So I'm here to set the record straight why they're going to do this interview on me. And when I get done telling you my true story, I want you to understand it. Now, me and Jasmine used to go on beautiful trips together. And that's when it all started, coming back from one of our trips. And then starting back from one of our trips, it seemed like this day went totally crazy through all the misconceptions of what people were picking up on my situation. So pay attention very, very closely because I may be needing y'all on my retrial. Let's go.
Chauncey, can you come grab our luggage, please?
Will there be anything else, sir?
No, that'll be all for now. Home, sweet home.
Oh, baby, you act like we've been going for a long time. It was just the weekend, silly.
I know, but I like being in my own home, in my own bed, with my arms wrapped around my loving wife for 6 years, whispering sweet nothings in her ear.
Well, maybe we should try finding more time for her then.
What are you talking about, babe? We just came from a romantic weekend.
Well, I don't consider that a romantic weekend. I consider that you taking me on a business trip, sir.
Chance, it was your idea to go. And you enjoyed yourself, I could tell.
Yes, I enjoyed myself. But the main reason why I wanted to go was so that I could get some time in with you. I mean, your personal assistant, she spends more time with you than I do. She's on every business dinner, every business meeting. Heck, she spends more time with my husband than I do. Oh, and for the record, I'm not jealous or anything, but baby, I do get a little lonely sometimes.
Babe, come here.
What?
Guess what?
What?
I love you. And best believe it kills me to spend more than 5 minutes away from you. But if we want to keep up this extravagant lifestyle that we have, then we have to keep sacrificing some things. But the great thing about it all is I get to come home to your loving arms every single night.
Mm-hmm. Oh, baby. But you say that all the time. And with that being said, it's been 6 years now. You're a mogul. Shouldn't this be the time that we should be spending more time with one another? I mean, I know, trust me, baby, that I know the time and dedication and everything it takes to maintain a corporation and keep it number one. Believe me, baby, I do. But listen, what's the use of having all this if we can't share it with one another? I mean, listen, the children are in boarding school. My mom is in an elder home. I mean, we don't even go to church anymore. I can't even remember when was the last time we even went out on a date. Now, you know, when we got married, we made an oath that we would always go out at least once a week. Now, it's going from once a week to once a month to once a week to now none at all.
Jazz, listen, You have to keep believing in me like you did in the beginning, okay? Now, as you agreed, that our business will always be the number one priority. And keep in mind, it's half your business. Now, as you promised, the business has got to stay one of our number one priorities.
I know, baby. I did promise, and I see you always like to remind me of that. So, okay, I understand. We are truly blessed, so I will stop complaining.
That's right. I'm truly blessed with the most beautiful, sexy woman I would ever call my wife.
I must admit, you have not lost your sex drive in all these years.
That's right, because you're the only woman I want, the only woman I need, the only woman I crave, and the only woman I would ever call my wife.
Ooh, baby. You still know how to woo me.
Oh, hold on, babe. I gotta get this. Hey, Judy.
Oh, well, now that really ruined the moment. Let me check my messages.
You have 4 messages. Message 1. Hi, Jasmine. This is your sister Victoria. Just seeing if you were back, girl. I'm going to visit Mom, so you make sure you call me when you get in. Bye. Message 2. Hi, Jerome. This is your personal assistant, Judy Himes. This is your reminder call for your 2 o'clock appointment with Mr. Gerald Wilkerson of Bodacious Cosmetics. I will try your cell phone also. Message 3.
Jasmine, this is your Aunt Bernadette. Me and your Aunt Minnie will be over today to do lunch with you. I hope you didn't forget. Bye.
Message 4.
Hi, girl. It's your best friend. Wait, let me change that to your only friend. It's Teresa. I can't wait to hear how your weekend was. Call me.
You have no more messages.
Hey, babe. That was my personal assistant, Judy. She was just calling out.
I know. Remind you that you have a 2 o'clock appointment with Gerald Wilkerson.
How do you know?
Because she called and left a message on the house phone.
All right. Well, I gotta go. I can't wait to get back to finish where we left off this weekend.
Wait a minute, Jerome. I noticed here lately that you don't kiss me on my lips anymore.
Jasmine, that's just some more of your woman stuff. I love you. I'm running late. I gotta get to the office, okay? Oh, and I'm gonna be a little late, so don't cook or wait up. I'll grab something to eat while I'm out, okay? I love you. Enjoy the rest of your day, my beautiful wife.
Yeah, Jerome.
Yes.
Okay with that woman stuff. But listen, don't forget, I'm going to see my mom tonight. But I'm sure I'll be in before you.
I know. I gotta go.
Now, as of now, you can see how things are beautiful. We go on trips together. We learned how to treasure each other's time. Even through this situation of strenuous keeping my business on top. So, I realized with her family, though, there are some that have always been for me and some not for me. Even the ones that's for me never really speak out and say they're for me, but the ones that are against me are very vocal, especially one of our aunts. What I need y'all to pay attention to and listen to is to how the family turns against me and try to force things to be that they are not, that allowed me to get into this situation. So, pay close attention to this scene or this situation with the aunts. Let's go.
Welcome, ladies.
Hi, Chauncey. How you doing?
Quite well, ma'am.
Hey,
Thank you.
Chauncey. We just seen your husband on the run as usual. You know, I really wonder about him sometimes. Ooh, let me shut my mouth.
You really wonder what, Aunt Bernadette?
Well, since you asked.
Shut up, Bernadette.
Here we go.
Jasmine, don't give her unwarranted accusations any acknowledgement. You know my poor sister can't help herself. Ever since her husband left her 15 years ago with her gynecologist, she's literally been talking negative about everybody's husband every chance she gets.
Whatever, Mimi. And don't be telling me to shut up either. Now, for the record, I don't talk negative about husbands, okay? I talk negative about men in general. And that's because negative, is a part of a man's makeup. Now, I believe the ingredient of negative is in their DNA.
See what I mean?
Now, Aunt Bernadette, don't you think that's a little unfair to judge all men on your unfortunate situation?
Let's see. No.
And why is that?
Please don't get her started, Jasmine. Please.
Too late. Let me explain this to you, okay? Now, I want you to think about all the relationships that you, family, and friends have ever been in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, out of all the relationships that you remember, were there more of them that worked, or was there more of them that failed?
Don't answer that nonsense, Jasmine. She's just trying to manipulate you to think negative about your husband. I watched my poor depressed sister do this to almost everybody that's married.
Really?
Yes.
I'm sure you wish you had listened to me, being as though I tried to warn you about your husband.
Watch yourself.
That's what I tried to tell you about your husband right before you caught him in the bed with his girlfriend of many years.
Bernadette, didn't I tell you to watch yourself?
Hey,
Now stop it, you two. Now, Aunt Mimi, didn't you just tell me not to let her manipulate me? Now, can't you see that's what she's doing? She's manipulating you right now.
You're so right. I don't even know why I fell for that.
that's because the truth hurts, and the memory of it brings back the pain that you endured during the whole ordeal.
Now, Aunt Bernadette, don't you think you're going a little too far? You're going to have to stop coming into my house talking down about my husband because it's played out, and I don't appreciate it.
That's because she's no less promiscuous than her husband was.
What'd you say, Mimi?
You heard me, Bernadette. Did you forget your name was Loose Legs in college?
The reason they called me Loose Legs was because I was a great dancer and I could sing my behind off.
Oh, I didn't know you could sing and dance, Aunt Bernadette.
That's because she can't sing or dance, Jasmine.
Jasmine, dear, your Aunt Mimi has always been jealous of me because she could never sing or dance better than me.
Okay. Okay, well sing us a song and show us some of your moves.
Okay, no problem. If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. Yes. Yes.
So beautiful.
And I'm getting ready to drop that hammer for you.
Oh, let's see this.
Mm-hmm. Now watch this. Get ready to be wild.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Woo, Lord. Watch out, Jazz, watch out.
Yeah. Oh my God. Whoa, stop it, please stop it. Aunt Bernadette.
Oh, that was the best dancer that ever was.
Wow.
Wow. But we're not even going to dignify that with a response. The real reason they called your Aunt Bernadette Loose Legs was because she would have sex with a guy no more than 1 week after she met him. And Bernadette knows that's the truth.
Okay, so that's partly true, but you make it sound like I was a whore or something. I was just a liberated woman that knew exactly what she wanted and was not afraid to act on it.
Whore. Mm-hmm. That's what it was.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, anyway, we're here to talk about the present. And the present is that Jerome, Jasmine's husband, is up to no good. Take my word or not.
Well, what's your proof?
Yeah, Aunt Bernadette, what proof do you have that my husband is up to no good?
Well, I don't need any. You know, it's a woman's intuition or understanding that all men are dogs. Now take it or leave it.
Okay, that's enough with drama queen. Look, we have to go. Jasmine, it was nice seeing you again.
Same here.
Whoa, wait a minute. We haven't found out how her week away was. At least tell us if your husband Jerome was looking at other women.
Okay, Aunt Bernadette, it is definitely time for you to go.
Whatever, look, I guess it is. I know when I'm not welcome. Come on, sis.
Bernadette, you go on, get in the car. I'll be out in a minute. Just go on.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Don't you take too long, because you know I will leave you.
See you
Jasmine.
Bye-bye, Auntie. Bye. Good seeing
Love
you. Good seeing you.
Woo, Jasmine. Now you know not to let her bother you, right?
Yes, I know. She's been talking like that since the day we got married. I don't pay her any attention.
That's good. Oh, by the way, Pastor Brian asked about you. She said it's been a while since you and your husband has been to church. So she wanted me to let you know that she'll be coming by to visit you too soon. Well, I'm going. We're on our way to go see your mother. When are you going to go see her?
Oh, I'm going to freshen up and then I'll be on my way up there. So I will see you while you're there visiting mommy.
Okay, well, we'll see you there, huh?
Okay.
See you, Jan.
All right. Love you, Auntie.
Love you too, baby.
All right.
All right,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Another part of the equation with my marriage, and part of maybe why I could be in this situation also, because people take things wrong. Like my wife had a very best friend. And I have no problem with a wife having friends because I don't have friends, so it's better for her to be able to spend her time together. So she had a very, very, very close friend. And her name is Teresa. And Teresa seems like a very nice person. I'm not big on my wife having girlfriends though, because a lot of stuff comes from negative energy, comes from that at times. Now, I'm not sure about Teresa. She may be for me or may not be for me, or may be for my marriage or might not be. But the important thing is that I'm realizing being in here that I might not even be able to trust her girlfriends either. So let's check her out.
Hello?
Hey girl, what you doing?
Girl, I was just about to call you. Where you at?
Sitting in my car at your front door.
Sitting in your car at my front door. Why you just ring the bell, silly?
I don't know. I just felt like sitting here for a few.
Oh, girl, stop being crazy. Just come on in. The door's open. I'm about to call my mom because I'm about to see her. So I need to let her know that I'm on my way up. But come on in. All right? I'll see you when you get in. Bye. Let me call mommy. Hello? Hi, Mom. How you doing? Yes, my weekend with Jerome was fine. I just wanted to call to let you know that I'm on my way up to see you. Yes, Mom, it was lovely. But listen, Teresa's about to come in. So I'm going to talk to her for a few, and then I'll be right up there to see you. I love you so much. Okay, see you soon. Bye. Hey, girl!
Hey best friend, where your husband at?
Girl, where else but at work?
I miss you, girl. What did you and your husband do on the trip? And don't leave nothing out.
Oh, our trip was absolutely lovely. We got some much needed time in. We really enjoyed ourselves. And that's it. I'm not telling you anything else about our trip.
Why not? You know you have to tell your best friend everything.
Girl, you know Jerome says that I tell you too much of our business. And you know what? He's absolutely right. You know too much about our personal business. You know stuff that he don't even know that you know. So because of that, I'm not telling you nothing else. And by the way, how's your husband? I haven't seen him in a while. Is he still out of town?
Yes, he is. What else is new? Our home is like a pit stop to him whenever he's in town. He's never home. I get so lonely sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I'm not even married.
Oh, Teresa. Donald loves you. He's a good man.
Yes, I know that, but I'm starting to seem like I need more.
More? What possibly could you need? What more could you need? Look, you have a very successful husband. Might I add, he's handsome. And I'm sure if you sat down and talked to him about your needs for having a child, he'll be considerate of your feelings. I mean, other than that, what more could you possibly need or want?
Lots of sex, hot, passionate sex until I pass out sex.
Oh, girl, that's what your husband is for.
You must be joking. I'm lucky if I get 5 minutes. And the strange thing is, I've been married only 2 years, and it seems like my husband is already uninterested in me. Sometimes I wonder, is he having an affair?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. He's never home, he's always out of town, and he's human. So I know he gets lonely like I do. And my biggest problem is that if he gets a chance to make love, it's only for 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about that. I can't help you with that because see, my husband, oh, he's a stallion all the time.
What would I do for that problem? The only pleasure I get is fantasizing my husband dead and collecting that insurance money.
Now, Teresa, you better stop talking about my buddy like that. Now, you know I like Donald.
You want to change husbands then?
Very funny.
Girl, you know I'm kidding. Now go in there and get ready to see your mom, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, well, it's getting late, so I'm just going to leave out with you, and I'll freshen up later. Come on, girl.
Now, me being a boss and being a mogul, which I raised the whole thing with my wife. Without her support, I don't know how big I could have got. I truly believe that she's been my backbone through it all. But her suspicious minds and everybody's suspicious mind, just because I got money, they think that everybody I work with, in some kind of way, something's going on. I have a secretary, her name is Gloria. Great person, very dedicated, exactly what I need to be in a secretary. But always there's speculation in people's minds when you're on the level that I'm in. So, Gloria has been around for a while. And she is one of the vocal points of my business. So let's go take a choice so you can meet Gloria.
Gloria, can you bring in my scheduled appointments for today?
Hello,
Wow, Gloria, you look amazing as usual.
Oh, thank you, Jerome. So as for your appointments, you have a 2 o'clock with Gerald Wilkerson, owner of Bodacious Cosmetics, your 4 o'clock with your realtor, Tyra Singleton, and your 5 o'clock massage appointment.
Thank you, Gloria. Have I told you lately that you are the greatest secretary ever?
No, you haven't. And you also haven't shown me lately either.
Well, we're going to have to do something about that. This is for you. I bought you something back.
What is it?
Do you miss me?
Will you stop? Come on, you know I do. But you know, I'm a patient woman. Now can I have my gift? Is there anything else that I can do for you, Jerome?
Yeah. When my personal assistant, Judy, comes in, you can send her right in. And for my 5 o'clock appointment, my massage appointment, I want you to join me.
It'll be my pleasure.
Now, another part of my equation is having, besides a great secretary, a great personal assistant. Now, a lot of people on my team are female. So people always thinking negative to that degree, once again, about what could be going on or not. I have a great personal assistant. Her name is Judy Himes. I mean, without Judy, I don't know what I would do. And every man, or every businessman, not just man, every businessman and business person always need a great personal assistant. Because the only way that I get sleep is because she's always up and moving and making things happen. She accompanies me on a lot of things. She is the person that I am always, always, always appreciative of her dedication to having my back. Now, some things are misconstrued, but you're making your own mind up on this. Now, one thing that is definitely a very big tool of mine is being a very strategical businessman on making deals. In order to get on top, you have to step on some toes. And everybody's not going to always agree with you. But one thing about me, my company has been made on hard work and ethic and making the right moves and taking other businesses and turning them into something great. The line between ethical and strong arming are very tight. I consider myself a shrewd businessman. Nobody will ever be able to question that. The important thing is, the bottom line, I win. So I want to take you on a ride to see how I do things to win.
Hi, Mr. Jerome Phillips. How was your weekend with the wife?
Oh, it was pretty good. Got to spend some quality time with my wife and tie up some loose ends with that business venture with Bradley and Associates.
How did that go?
Oh, that finally went in my favor. Of course, after whining and dining them all weekend. But it was all worth it, because I'm a partner now.
Congratulations. We will have to celebrate. So now, how do you think our takeover meeting with Joe Wilkerson is going to go?
That should run fairly smoothly. His numbers for the last 4 quarters has decreased extremely.
Mr. Phillips, your 2 o'clock Mr. Gerald Wilkerson and his attorney is here.
Send him in, Gloria. A good day, Mr. Wilkerson. Nice to finally meet you.
Fine, thank you, Mr. Phillips. And please, call me Gerald.
I will. You can call me Jerome.
And this is my attorney, Miss Janet Tillman.
Oh, wow, Miss Tillman. You're very beautiful. And it's all my pleasure.
And this must be your attorney?
No, this is my personal assistant.
Oh.
Hi, my name is Judy Hines. How do you do?
Fine, thanks for asking. Jerome, is your attorney going to be present for the meeting?
No, I don't think it'll be necessary. So if you guys are ready to proceed, let's have a seat.
Let's do it. So, Jerome, I hear you're interested in investing shares into my company. I'm all ears.
Well, let me explain something. I don't want to invest. I want to buy you out.
Excuse me?
Or at least maybe become the major shareholder of the company.
Wait a minute, Jerome. I was under the impression that at best you wanted to become partners.
Well, at first I did. But then after doing a little bit more research, I see the drastic plunge your company has taken in the last 3 years. And that just has to be due to bad management. And that has to be due to bad management. But I believe me and my people can come in, not only salvage Bodacious Cosmetics, but make it #1 again.
Listen, Jerome, I've been informed that you're this great financial wizard and you usually get what you want. But please understand, I have no intentions of up and selling my company.
Well, Gerald, it may not even have to come to all of that. As I said, my major focus is becoming the major shareholder of the company.
That is out.
Wait a minute, Gerald. Let's listen to what he has to say. Continue, Jerome.
As I said, my main priority is making Bodacious Cosmetics #1 again. A lot of my plans don't take a whole lot of changes. Most of my changes will be in management. Some more will be me bringing in some of my top chemists to work with the ones that the company already has to come up with some new exotic fragrances. And then I'll bring in some of my top advertising execs to work on a newer, fresher campaign. Because your advertising, in a word, sucks. It's not enough commercials running, pretty boring. But I've got all the finances to make this thing possible.
So exactly what steps are you going to take to have or to accomplish this turnaround?
So glad you asked. Judy, could you pass them the projections that I've prepared? You guys can take these, read them at your leisure. Get back to me.
No, Jerome, I'll be in touch with you with my decision. But before I go, can I use your restroom?
Sure, Judy can show you where it is.
Come right this way, Mr. Wilkerson.
Now, once again, I'm always misunderstood. A lot of times when I'm taking over businesses, a part of my job is to come in and work every angle. So sometimes they may have attorneys, or it could be an attorney, a secretary, a business associate. And a lot of times when they're female, I work them over to try to make sure that I can stay on top of the deal. But people misconstrue this all the time through my life, that I'm up to something, that I'm trying to cheat on my wife or do all these other crazy things. And the crazy thing about it is no real proof. People, sometimes your eyes lie. Sometimes what you're thinking could be something simple as me just trying to be in a position to make sure that I'm going to stay on top of my deal and keep everything the exact way that it's supposed to be for me to win, because I'm a winner. These shackles don't really identify me. The situation I am doesn't identify me. It's all falseness. So pay attention as we go on a little further and keep an open mind.
So, Janet, how long have you been working for Gerald?
Oh, about 6 years, give or take.
Are you satisfied working for Gerald?
Why would you ask me that?
It's just a question.
Okay, your answer is yes, and I am satisfied for working for Mr. Wilkerson.
That means you're loyal, and you won't run at the first sign of trouble. Joe should actually appreciate having you work for him, seeing as how his company is disintegrating and all. But I like loyalty. So my next question is, are you married?
Why, yes, I am.
Are you happy?
Excuse you? Why would you ask me something like that?
It's just a question.
Very interesting. Okay. Well, the answer to your question is most of the time. Now, what was the point to your question?
Give me a call later. I'll explain.
I already have your information, and I'll do that.
Mr. Wilkerson is waiting for you, Mr. Tillman.
Well, thank you. And you both have a great day.
Now, a lot of times I'm in a position where I'm very sweet, encouraging towards my people that work with me. That's my personal assistant. So sometimes people think that me being overly nice or accommodating to that person, that is something going on, when there's nobody that has any proof to see anything. All of these things lead up to me being in jail, all because of the conception or misconception that people have of me. Let me tell you something. In this business, you better show the people that work hard for you that you appreciate them. If you do not, you never know when they may turn on you. So some things, again, aren't what they look like. So stop believing your eyes and believe your brain into understanding that this guy is trying to be the best that he can be. Never take your focus off of the big picture. Never take your focus off the big picture. So this next situation will let you see how accommodating I am to my staff.
Well, that seems like it went well.
Yeah, he has no options. Either he lets me in or he loses everything.
You're so good at what you do. So, how was your weekend with the wife?
It's pretty good. How was your weekend with the boyfriend?
I guess okay at best.
Did you miss me?
Of course, silly.
Why don't you go lock the door and come show me?
Do you miss me?
You know I did. How would you want me to show you?
First, with that dance I like that you do. And then touching me how I want you to do.
Now, my wife has a sister. She's a very sweet and endearing sister. I kind of like her. I'm not sure if she's always on my side, but I know one thing is that when she gets a chance to spend time with her sister and comes over, she's a very, very accommodating person to me when I'm around. What I mean by accommodating means that she's very nice. She's never seems judgmental. She never thinks negative things. But what I appreciate her with my wife is she's a stable person that has a career of her own and doing well. So when I look at her, I always see just a very noble sister. And I love her like a sister. And I'm very close to her. The big thing when it comes down to her and my wife relationship is that she will never allow my sister to go into thinking negative things without reasonable doubt. So come on and let's go take a ride and meet her sister Victoria.
Wow, sis, that was a good visit with Mom today. Yes, it was really good. She was really upbeat today. She was good. I must admit though, our past, visits with her, I was real concerned because she seemed a little down and she wasn't her upbeat self. Well, it could be mood swings or something. She is getting up there in age. Yeah, well, sometimes I think it's a little more than that. I think sometimes maybe she's a little lonely up there. I mean, she has to feel like she's all alone sometimes, all the way up there. What would make you say something like that? It's not like she's in prison. And besides, she's the one that wanted to be in the elder's home. I know, but that was after Jerome and I encouraged her. Oh, I don't know why I let Jerome convince me that was the best thing for Mom. Stop thinking like this, sis. I'm sure that was the best thing for Mom. And I'm sure he has her best interest at heart. Because you have a good man for a husband. I would really like to believe that. But I do wonder sometimes. Whoa. Wait, what was that, Jasmine? Nothing really. Okay, well, since we're talking about your loving husband, how was your weekend getaway together? Oh, our weekend together was very, very nice. I just wish it was a little bit more intimate than it was. So I guess that means there was no knocking. Oh, no. There was plenty of that now. That's one thing my husband gonna let me down there. Girl, are you okay? What is wrong with you? Ooh, sister girl, I don't have a man. So any story, any book,
any movie or even any love song that's being played, ooh, it just does something to me. Ooh, ooh. Ooh,
Yeah, I can see.
Ooh, girl. Ooh, excuse me, girl. I just had a whole moment, baby. Oh, Jesus.
Girl, we are really going to have to get you a man real soon. Maybe you need to try one of them 1-800 numbers.
I tried 800 numbers, 900 numbers, even the wrong numbers.
Girl, what do you mean the wrong number?
Girl, just what it sounds like, the wrong number. See, how I'll make up a number, I'll call it, and if a man answers the phone, you know, with one of those sexy voices, they kind of go like this.
Hello, how can I help you?
And if I like the voice, I'll just make a fake up name, and he'll say,
You have the wrong number.
and I say, oh, how sorry I am, but how fortunate he could be.
Girl, I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
I do. Get me a man. But for now, let's go get something to eat.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm hungry too. And while we're out, I'll let Jerome know. You know, we'll go and visit him.
Oh, wait. You can't call him and tell him?
Well, I don't want to call him and tell him because that would be disturbing him.
Well, showing up at his office, wouldn't that be disturbing him, silly?
No, that'll be me surprising my husband.
Okay, well, let's go and check up on your man.
Let's go.
Now, being the business that I am, there's always a bunch of miscommunication or people thinking things that it's not. Sometimes my wife used to come and always, once in a blue moon, not regularly, but surprise me. This is one of the times she surprises me. And at this time, I'm being very endearing to one of my staff members, which is my personal assistant, who is going through a traumatic situation. And seeing this traumatic situation is the first time my wife came and things felt a little uncomfortable. And then I realized it's because of her sister. Then I realized her sister doesn't really have my back because she's making a perfectly innocent situation into something that is not. So I want you to pay attention to this thing closely to see the innocence in it. So come on and take this ride with me and pay attention to what your mind say again, not your eyes. Let's go.
Mr. Phillips, your wife is here. She's on her way in.
Hold on, babe. We'll be right there. Just saying a prayer.
We're praying? Oh my goodness, she is never going to believe this.
Listen, I can handle my wife. You just get yourself together, then you kneel down and act like you're praying.
What?
Don't ask no questions, just do it.
Yes, Father. Help me, Father. I can't do this without you, Father. Can you hear me, Father? Yes, Father. Help me, Father. I cannot do this without you, Father. Can you hear me, Father? Yes, Father. Yes. Whew. Thank you.
You feel better now, Judy?
Yes, Mr. Phillips. Thank you for your soothing therapy.
No thanks necessary. Just glad I could help. Now, you can take the rest of the day off, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Now, on this one day when my wife do come and visit me, and then I also find out about the sister being negative towards me and having these thoughts, not because it's something my eyes seen, but what our mind is thinking. this is where the transition comes from to me being into the situation I am now. People and situations are happening that are out of my control. So now police detectives are involved and people are coming to question me about things. And to be honest, I have no recollection or understanding of what is going on. It's to the point that I'm starting to be questioned about things and people that are not even in my life anymore. So I need you to pay close attention to where this situation I'm in, what I believe has started to fuel the fire. So pay more attention to where this is going.
So you do soothing therapy mixed with prayer now?
Baby, don't pay my ignorant sister any attention. So, what was wrong with Judy?
Baby, it's very personal and I don't want to share her business.
I bet you don't.
What's that, Victoria?
Listen, baby, I told you, my sister can be ignorant. Don't pay my ignorant sister any attention.
You could be so, you know what? Let me shut my mouth and take my ignorant self and wait for you in the waiting area.
So what's up, my loving wife? What brings you to my office?
So do I need a reason to come and see my husband?
Of course not. I was hoping you came to see me because you were missing me as much as I was missing you.
Of course I do. Why do you smell like a woman's perfume?
Baby, that's Judy's perfume.
Okay, now why do you smell like your personal assistant's perfume?
Babe, I told you she was going through her dramatic personal problem and she just needed a hug. But it's not like the hugs that I give you.
Stop. Somebody come here and catch us nasty.
Excuse me, Mr. Phillips. There are 2 homicide detectives here to see you.
Homicide detectives? What do they want?
I have the slightest idea, but I'm going to find out. Send them in, Gloria.
Now, these detectives that are here are coming in and messing up the whole foundation of my marriage because it's almost like they're insinuating I have something to do with something. When the only thing that I'm guilty of is being a great husband and providing for my family. There's nothing more important to me than my family. There are people in my life that I've worked with that when they're not working with me anymore, because of who I am and the status I am, if anything goes wrong, then I'm automatically identified into the equation. Let me explain something to you. I make too much money to do anything negative, to lose my temper, or to even be affiliated with negativity around me, especially any criminal activities. So as these detectives come today and are accusing me of something, I tell you this. When I lawyer up, the truth will always come out. Let's go.
Good afternoon, detectives. My name is Jerome.
We know who you are, Jerome Phillips. That's your wife, Jasmine Phillips.
And you know that how?
Okay, so you know who we are. How can I help you? I'm a very busy man.
Oh, trust me, we understand that, and we know that in many, many different ways.
Excuse me?
Excuse my partner. It's been a long day. My name is Detective Jones. This is my partner, Detective Thomas. We'll make this quick so you can get back to your business. Do you know Miss Dorothy Stilts?
Yes, she was our children's caregiver when they were first born.
Understand. When was the last time you seen her, Jerome? I hope you don't mind me calling you Jerome.
Oh, it's been years since we've seen her.
Miss Phillips, Would you please let Jerome answer the questions?
Am I under some type of investigation or something?
And why would you ask that? Is this something we should be investigating you about, Jerome? Huh? Is it?
Listen, since you all know who I am, and you know I don't have time to play games, so what do you want?
Once again, if you don't mind, excuse me, forgive my partner. We're here investigating the murder of Miss Dorothy Stillers.
So why are you questioning me about it?
You see, in the past month, her house phone and her cell phone records indicated that she has called your phone approximately 40 times.
All right, that's enough. I haven't seen her talk to this woman in years. So that means this conversation is over. If you have any more questions, you can contact my lawyer. Have a good day, detectives.
We understand. You have a good day. I'll leave my card with your secretary on the way out. Thank you for your time, Mr. and Mrs. Phillips.
Now, see, I'm always being accused of things. That's why I'm ending up here. And as you've seen, that I have nothing or no type of connection with this person anymore. What would I have to do with somebody that watched our children years ago? Nothing to do with it. But some reason it seems like there's a conspiracy going on and I'm trying to be set up. Then, again, the sister is always trying to be on the middle of something and trying to figure out something, which makes me very, very emotionally disturbed, knowing that all these people that I looked out for and family members who need anything, I would have their back. But then they're always, it seemed like from the beginning, everybody was trying to be connected with bringing me down by trying to be listening and doing things. After all that, the sister and her sneaky ways up to something. So check this out.
While I was picking up my keys, I was leaning on the door and you just opened it.
Why are you lying? Mr. Phillips, she was sitting up there leaning and listening the whole entire time. She even asked me for a glass so she can hear better.
Look, Laura, can you escort these detectives out, please?
My sister, also please, Gloria.
Well, I know when I'm not wanted.
Now, all of a sudden, my wife for many years gives me the impression that she may be gearing towards believing some of these nonsense things that are coming our way, which is literally ludicrous. Because anybody that loves their wife like I do know that they have nothing to hide and is not up to anything. I make love to my wife endlessly. Nobody will ever be treated the way that she is treated. The important thing about this whole thing is that it seems like from no evidence things are building up with me to look like this criminal that I'm not. Even with these shackles on, it don't mean I'm a criminal. It means that I've been set up or people have been convinced to think negative of me. But I want you to listen to the way that my wife comes off. And it puts me in a position of feeling let down and separated from the person I love the most.
Mr. Phillips, your 4 o'clock meeting is here.
Have them have a seat, Gloria. I'll be right with them.
So now, for what reason would Dorothy Stilts be calling my husband? She hasn't worked for us for years now.
Baby, listen, they got me mixed up with somebody else. But I'm telling you, I'm going to reach out to my attorney and have him straighten all of this out, okay? Believe me, I'm just as confused as you are. I just can't believe she's been murdered. That's so sad.
Mr. Phillips, your 4 o'clock meeting is here.
Thank you, Gloria. Have him have a seat. I'll be right with him. All right, babe, listen, I got to get back to business. But I promise you, I'll contact my lawyer. We'll go down to the police station and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, we will get to the bottom of this, and I'll see you when you get home.
Now, things are getting so out of control that people have broken into my house. And at the end of the day, I'm still in this situation that I'm in. There is no way in the world that I could be a part of this big conspiracy that I would have somebody break in my house. How ludicrous does this sound? As I keep saying to you, don't use your eyes, use your mind, because things need to make sense. If things make sense, I will get out of these shackles and be back home with my loving family. My children need me. So one thing that I want you to understand as you're watching this story and paying attention to this story is that you need to see that things have to make sense. I want you to help me figure out, because you may be able to come and help me figure out this and pay attention. And let's start by seeing who would break into my house, because they could be the culprits.
If I can't have them to myself, nobody can.
Now, my wife has been so worked up on that, she can't even see what the truth is in anything. I believe even though her sister seems like she's against me now, she tries to put her in a position to pay attention to other things. Because everything is being centered on me. There's no proof that I've committed adultery. There's no proof that I'm fornicating outside my marriage. There's no proof of anything yet. Because if you pay attention to your eyes, you may think that. But if you pay attention to your mind, it will make sense to you that things are not what they seem. Now, before I've been happy about my sister's wife being around. Now I don't know. But one thing's for certain is that we need to come together instead of separating and everybody being against me for this. Because whoever broke into my house, we may get to the bottom of this faster than sooner.
Oh, I can't believe that Jerome has been cheating on me.
Sis, did you know that you didn't have to use your keys to come in?
And you know he got the nerve to be cheating on me with somebody that I know. I wonder how many other people he been cheating on me that I know.
I must admit he does, but hold up, sis, your door.
Ooh, I feel just like a fool. Ooh, I don't even know why I trusted him so much. I'm like, oh. Calm down. Calm down, Jasmine. Get yourself together. I don't even know why. I just can't believe this. I can't believe this. Me being so stupid, saying, oh no, my husband loves me. He would never cheat on me like that. Oh, I must have been an idiot.
Believe me, I understand.
Oh, Victoria, how could you understand? You don't even have a boyfriend.
Well, let's put it this way. You're my sister and we're close. So I feel what you feel. Trust me on that.
Victoria, you don't understand. I gave my husband all of me. If it comes out that he's cheating on me, my whole world would be shattered. I know Pastor Bryant must think I'm crazy. I went charging into her office, practically demanding that she come and see me. Oh, she must think I'm crazy or something.
Oh, trust me, I was there, and I thought you were a little crazy myself. But I'm sure Pastor understands you were going through something.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll apologize to her tomorrow when she comes over.
Okay, Jasmine, listen, calm down. Did you notice your front door handle? Listen to me, your door.
Oh, my God. I don't know. I can't believe I trusted him like that. Oh, I just felt like a fool. Oh.
Look, sis, I'm here for you. And things might not turn out as bad as we both believe. Now, come on and look at this door with me.
Thanks, sis. What would I do without you?
Once again, I want you to not only use your mind, but sometimes use your eyes, but let your mind be the thing that steers you to what you need to understand. For instance, I have a great realtor who's been with me for years. There's nothing going on with us. But in her delusional mind at times, she feels like she believes there's something special. So sometimes I have to play games to just kind of let it go away because she's great at what she do. And I would never want to lose her as a realtor. But if you pay attention to the way that I come in and I handle situations when it comes to people like my realtor, you will get a better idea of the real man that I am. Of course, these shackles seem like they're identifying me. These shackles are not the real picture. I want you to pay attention to how I come along and how I handle things that are against my marriage when people try to come on to me. Pay attention.
Gloria, send him my next appointment.
Hi, handsome. How's your day going?
Well, Miss Tyra Singleton, my favorite realtor. As far as my day goes, it was fine until a moment ago.
Well, I could surely tell. Must be a problem in paradise. Just by the way your wife just stormed by me. I tried to speak, and she acted like she didn't know me.
Yeah, it's a problem in paradise, but I can handle that. Now on to what we're meeting about.
Yes, business. My mind always thinks of pleasure when I see you. Here's the final papers for you to sign for the house in Paris that you're buying. Well, I don't know what has your wife in a funk, but I'm sure that when you tell her that you're buying this new house in Paris, I'm sure she'll find a way to forgive you. So, on to other things. I need something from you.
And what would that be?
So, I guess you want me to beg?
Oh, that. No, you don't have to beg, because I miss you. Just book a room for next week and text me the information. I'll make it my business to be there. Now, I gotta get to my much-needed massage appointment.
I mean, who does he think he is? Who does he think I am? What, am I not good enough?
Now, I can understand how some things get misconstrued. Because your eyes give you an illusion of what's not really there. I'm going to take you through this journey in this next situation when my wife's sister, it's alluded that we have something going on. People are misinterpreting what they're seeing. I am not in any kind of way and would not do anything, especially with my wife's sister, to make it that it can destroy my marriage. Do you know how insane that would be? So use your mind and listen to what I'm saying. Your mind. Your eyes are distracting you from the truth, but take your mind and pay attention. Everything that you see is not always what it seems, because my wife means everything to me. See, this is part of what I don't understand. When I'm home with my loving wife and was just consoling her sister, this mad person comes busting in. I want you to pay attention to who probably the real guilty person is in this. And it's the foundation of everything that's going on. The reality in life is that circumstances come up that are sometimes out of your control. And as things go on, sometimes you can use your eyes. And then using your eyes, pay attention who is guilty. Guilty is not based on assumptions or guessing or thinking that something or somebody is up to something. It's just through factual proof. And the proof is in the pudding, as they say. I am not a monster. I'm a loving husband. But the people around are the real ones that are bringing everything down. Let's go.
So, babe, do you want to talk about what happened at the office today?
No, but I would like to discuss us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Thought you were Jasmine. Where's she at?
In the bedroom minding her business, which leads us out here to mind ours.
Victoria, are you crazy? She's right in the other room.
It's okay. I gave her a sedative to calm her down. She'll be asleep all night long.
All night?
Yep. All night.
It's showtime.
Oh, Victoria, I can't sleep. What the?
It's not, wait, Jasmine. It's not what you think. It's not what you think.
Oh, so you're not sitting here doing my husband in my house?
It's my man.
Your man?
Jerome doesn't love any of you stupid women. He's just leading you on because he doesn't want to hurt any of your feelings. I'm the one that Jerome loves. That's why I'm getting rid of his tramps. I got rid of one so far. That nuisance, Dorothy Stilts.
Wait, you're the one that killed Dorothy?
That's right, Jerome. I used to watch you through the window when you used to make love to her. I could tell you were thinking about me and the way we make passionate love. Don't worry, Jerome, baby. I understand.
Lady, I don't know who you are, but you gotta get the hell out of my house.
It's me, Teresa.
Teresa?
Yes, Jasmine, your best friend. I'm tired of you spending all your time with my man. Now it's time for me to get rid of 2 more of your tramps, Jerome, so we can spend all our time together.
Now, through being fooled through a lot of different things, I've been figuring out that and finding out and knowing that I've been being watched, and the detectives and cops are on my tail and paying attention to everything that I do with no proof of nothing never happening, trying to find out if things are going on. As you can see, there's deranged people in my life. So use your mind with these deranged people of the atrocities that are going on. Pay attention with your mind to understand the innocence in me. The good thing about police and detectives paying attention to who I am and trying to conjure up this fake case against me, pay attention as they're making this fake case on me. As Donald Trump says, fake news. Pay attention that in this particular manner, it may have saved my life. So with that being, I should not be in this situation because they see the victim that I really am.
Freeze!
The only pure thing that has been good in my life is having spiritual guidance. The pastor that we have in our life is one of the most encouraging and supportive people in our whole time together of me and Jasmine's marriage. The purity of a pastor, we're very fortunate to have the purity of the pastor that we have. Pastor is always the one that balances everything out. And this is why I don't know why my wife would think that I would cheat on her, because I don't believe she would ever cheat on me. So why don't I get the same respect? And that's why I'm glad we have the pastor that we have in our life, because the pastor will always put things in perspective where they need to be. Now, nobody on this planet is perfect or without sin. That's why our pastor is here to always encourage us to move on and get past anything. Let's go see.
Bryant, come on in. Hi, Pastor Bryant. Come on in and have a seat.
Greetings, Sister Jasmine. Now, how are you holding up?
Pastor Bryant, not so good. I haven't had a good night's sleep all week since this happened. I can't seem to get out of this robe. Oh, I contemplated suicide twice.
Oh, Sister Jasmine, it's going to be okay. Remember, God doesn't give you more than you can handle.
I know, Pastor Bryant. Prayer is the only thing that has kept me from committing suicide.
Well, amen, Sister Jasmine. Now, are you ready to talk about what happened the night the detectives killed your best friend?
Oh, Pastor Bryant, do I have to?
Yes, Sister Jasmine. It's essential for you to deal with the reality of this situation by first talking about it and second having faith that God will heal, because we battle not the flesh but spiritual principles.
Well, first I caught my husband. Oh, this is just too hard.
I know. Continue, my dear.
Okay. First, the thing with my husband and my sister. And then my girlfriend, my best friend, she jumps from behind the sofa screaming and yelling about how she's going to get rid of all of Jerome's lovers so that they could spend the rest of their life together. And then the police, they came in and they shot her dead.
Well, how was it that the detectives were there at that moment?
Well, see, Pastor Bryant, what happened was Jerome, was under surveillance for the suspicion of the murder of Dorothy Stilts. So while they were surveying the house, they heard all of this commotion. Well, they ran up to the window, and when they looked in the window, they saw Teresa waving a machete coming towards us. So they busted in, and they asked her to freeze, so she charged towards them, and they shot her.
Wow. I see why you're so traumatized.
But wait a minute. That's not even the whole story.
What more could there possibly be?
Well, the same two detectives that came in and shot Teresa dead, they came to notify me that they found her husband's body.
Found his body?
They found her husband's body. Teresa had murdered him and chopped him up into little pieces and buried them in the garden on the side of their house.
Sister Jasmine, what you have to be going through and still in your right frame of mind is confirmation that God is walking with you.
Pastor Bryant, I know that God is walking with me, but I must confess, and sometimes it just doesn't feel like it.
Oh, that's a normal feeling. That's just the flesh wanting you to give into the spiritual wickedness that's attacking you at this moment.
Oh, Pastor Bryant, well, can you please use your wisdom to help me understand?
Well, Sister Jasmine, it's like this. When you come to Christ, we become born again, and our lives take on a new meaning. So we constantly strive at becoming a better person. Now, when doing that, keep in mind that our souls become saved, not the flesh. So the flesh still desires the things of this world that it shouldn't. In Romans 7, it states, we do what we don't want to do, and we don't do what we want to do, letting us know that the law of sin, it still lives in us. You see, it's the enemy's job to always keep you at a point of being disobedient through obstacles, whether tragedy or subtle temptation. But always keep in mind that the Lord will never leave you, hallelujah, nor forsake you, as it says in his word. Our understanding is not his understanding. I want you to think back over your life just for a moment. Has there ever been a problem or situation that didn't get better or work its way out?
Well, come to think of it, no, Pastor Bryant. Everything always seems to work its way out. Thank you. I do understand that this is just another obstacle in my life that my faith is going to see me through.
Oh, you're welcome, Sister Jasmine. Oh, but don't thank me. Thank God for bringing clarity to your tragedy.
So, Pastor Bryant, is this what it means in the wedding vows where it says for better or for worse?
Unfortunately, it is. I don't believe people understand the seriousness of those part of the vows. That's a big commitment to make before God.
I know I surely didn't, but I bet you if I ever decide to get married again, I surely will.
Well, Sister Jasmine, sounds like you're giving up on your marriage. You plan on divorcing Jerome?
Oh, yes, Pastor Bryant, with a capital Y. And don't you try to convince me otherwise, because there is no way, no how I'm going to continue with this marriage.
I wouldn't try, Sister Jasmine. That's between you, Jerome, and God. Now, I have to go now, but I will check up on you next week. God bless you, my sister.
Okay, Pastor Bryant. God bless you, too.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'll get on my way out. Well, hello.
How are you?
I'm Pastor Bryant.
Hi, I'm Malcolm.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
You know, I think maybe I need to start changing my views. Maybe my wife is the one that's really doing some cheating. It's possible. It's very possible. Because if for a person to always think that you're up to something all of a sudden as many years in your life, well, how can somebody come in and make her think that way? Again, use the mind. Why would somebody make her think that way? So it's possible she could be doing wrong. I don't want to believe that. But then some things came out to make me believe it. Because, again, I'm not going to use my eyes. I'm not seeing anything, but I'm using my mind. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. But I want you to really pay attention and really drone in to understanding that sometimes people's actions, how they feel about you, are covering up for some things they may be doing.
Are you crazy? What are you doing here?
Well, I just got back in town, and I got your voicemail that you left on my answering service saying that you was going through something with your husband that was so bad that you had to throw him out. I tried getting in contact with you several times, but your cell phone just kept going straight to voicemail. So I decided to come by to check on you because I knew your husband wasn't going to be here because you put him out. So what happened? Did he find out about us?
No, of course not. You know us women go about our dirt more scientifically than you men do. We hardly ever get caught.
Okay, so what happened then?
Oh, it's a long story, and I don't want to go through it right now. Just know that I put him out. And do you know he had nerve to cry?
Well, I can understand his pain, because losing a woman like you, I would want to cry.
Yeah, right. Men don't cry.
So I thought after that, is a man supposed to cry?
So would you cry for me, huh?
I would do whatever you want and more.
I like that. But wait, where did you come up with that you're my cousin?
I'm a quick thinker like you. I guess we're two of the kind. Remember that time we was going to the, your husband had the luncheon at the restaurant and you told him that I was your college friend that was gay?
Oh, yes. And then when you stood up to shake his hand, Jerome was like, oh, he had a firm handshake. And he says, and you stood tall, and he just...
Yeah, and he walked away all discombobulated like he didn't go for it at all. How did you get him to believe you?
Oh, I have my ways. Would you like me to show you?
I sure would. And for round 2, I'm going to show you how much I missed you.
In being married for a long time, things come to light. And one thing, me being a loving, innocent man who would never cheat on his wife, I can't handle a lot of things. I caught my wife in an uncompromising situation, and I may have got heated. And it doesn't mean that I did anything wrong, because once again, you can't trust your eyes, pay attention to your mind. As I'm going through this situation that I'm in, my wife has definitely pushed some buttons that are very overwhelming for me. But in no way would I harm anybody or any human being or animal and kill. I wouldn't even kill to make my own food. So I want you to take this ride with me and see if you believe. And if you don't believe, I'm going to need you to stand with me. Check it out.
Jasmine, I'm home, babe. Listen, I'm sorry for what we just went through. Listen, I can fix it. We can go to church. We can get counsel, whatever you want to do. But we can get back together. I'm sorry. Jasmine.
Every day in this world is a struggle. Trying to keep myself out of trouble. Living on these streets, it ain't easy. Oh Lord, please believe me. Every day in this world is a struggle. Trying to keep myself myself out of trouble. Living on the streets, it ain't easy. Oh Lord, please believe me. Every day in this world is a struggle, trying to keep myself out of trouble. Living on these streets, it ain't easy. Oh Lord, please believe me. Every day in this world is a struggle, trying to keep myself out of trouble. Living on these streets, it ain't easy. Oh Lord, please believe me. Every day in this world is a struggle, trying to keep myself out of trouble. Living on these streets, it ain't easy. Oh Lord, please believe me. Every day in this world is a struggle, trying to keep myself out of trouble. Living on the streets, it ain't easy.